Hey guys, this is Anime Ball Z here, and today we're going to be doing the second part to what if Goku and Vegeta were trapped in the time chamber. Thanks for all of the support on my past few videos, it has been amazing. Please like the video if you haven't already and subscribe, it's totally free and you can unsubscribe whenever you want. There's nothing much else I'd like to say in the intro, so without further ado let's get into the video.
Slick talker since a jet. Winter time, all the time, ooh, yeah. Look at the way that I move, swag. Disrespectful and I'm rude, okay. I had cocaine in the school.
Next, there is a long 7-year time skip. Goku and Vegeta are still in the mine to train hard, but they train much lighter than they did in the time chamber. They train around as hard as they did in the canon timeline, since they still strive to grow as strong as possible. Due to their bodies getting very resistant and durable in the time chamber, Goku is now able to combine the Kaioken times 10 with Super Saiyan to form a transformation that is even stronger than Super Saiyan 3. However, he can't even hold it for very long since Super Saiyan and Kaioken is very taxing when used together. Gohan did train before his own battle with Cell, but he just isn't that strong since he doesn't train in the 7-year time skip. However, once Goten and Trunks see their fathers being so strong, they continue training to try and get to their strength someday. They find a lot more passion in fighting each other, while Trunks arrogantly shows off his superiority most times they fight. He is older and therefore is slightly stronger than Goten is, and this is just like in the canon. With their increased passion, I'd say they're significantly stronger than their canon counterparts, around 50% stronger. Now for the Buu Saga, Shin and Kibito are well aware of Goku and Vegeta's power. It's rare when they release their true full power, but when they do, they know. They do understand that Goku and Vegeta are leagues above them. The first event of the Buu Saga where things really start to change is when Gohan is taken down by Spopovich and Yamu. Goku and Vegeta both fly and almost catch up to the two fighters before Shin advises them to stay back. Vegeta surmises that they're just slowly flying behind them to try and find where they're going, and Shin then explains such. "I know you two, the two strongest Saiyans. We call you the legendary Super Saiyans back in Otherworld," Shin says jokingly. Now, the only real contender for Goku is Vegeta, and this is likewise for Vegeta, where only Goku matches his strength. They are practically equals, and everyone on Earth they can handle in just their base forms. They land ahead of the hideout with the other sea fighters like Piccolo, Krillin and Gohan. Ahead of them is the spaceship, then Dabura blasts towards Kibito to try and kill him. However, Vegeta almost teleports in front of him from his speed. With a single palm strike to his chest, he launches the Demon King into the ground. Upon contact, the crater is formed and the collision sounds just like a violent explosion. From this smoke, Dabura shoots out his spit that slams into both Krillin and Piccolo. Nobody really understands what's going on here, and as they look at the two hit warriors, Dabura escapes to the ship with a grave injury. "He turned them to stone," Goku says in shock, flying to the scene of the attack. "We have to defeat him to turn them back," Shin explains, flying past Krillin's stone body. "Piece of cake," Vegeta says monotonously, entering the spaceship. His voice sounds nowhere near as arrogant as before, since he has had quite a change of mind when he was in the time chamber. After 30 years of sparring and meditating, his mentality has really become much tougher. Once they enter, they all realise that they have to pass through all the levels to get Dabura and to return Piccolo and Krillin to their original states. Vegeta fights Pui, and once he gets into the 10 times gravity, he literally feels nothing, like nothing at all. "You're dead in my 10 times gravity. I bet you feel super heavy. Well, this is just normal to me." No, Pui just takes this blunt reply as a bluff and dives forward to try and attack him. He swings forward and out of nowhere Vegeta just disappears in his vision. However, he has just stepped around to face his back. "You're gone." Vegeta then blasts him to bits and pieces, leaving Goku for Yakon next. Just in Super Saiyan, Goku makes Yakon absorb way too much light energy and this kills the being. This leaves Dabura. Gohan wants to have a go, but Goku and Vegeta are quite reluctant. "Gohan, you haven't trained once in 7 years. I could beat you in my current suppressed state. I know you want to try and fight yourself, but you will only slow us down. We can get this done much quicker ourselves," Vegeta explains politely, surprising Gohan. He really did change in that chamber, Gohan thinks. Goku and Vegeta play rock paper scissors, and the winner of this rock paper scissors is Goku. "You just got to fight." "Oh well," Vegeta says, as Goku is teleported to face Dabura. Once he sees him, he has a heavy pan and is holding his chest from the palm slam that he received from Vegeta. "You're still hurt from that. You won't be much fun then," Goku says, as his hair starts to float. He starts lifting his suppression and starts to shout, lifting the rocks around him. The gizzard rock that he's on top of shatters under his feet and he looks like a god from the amount of energy that disperses from around him. Then he enters his Super Saiyan form, which gives him a 50 times multiplier. This energy, it's like nothing I've ever seen before, Dabura thinks, once he sees Goku floating over him. Goku, without saying a word, zooms toward him and lands a punch to his gut, which launches him into a rock hill in a split second. To finish the battle off quickly, Goku shoots out a ki blast that dives down into the newly created rubble, connecting with Dabura. An immense shockwave is released as well as a massive explosion. Dabura is literally vaporized in the heat of the blast, returning Krillin and Piccolo to normal. However, once Goku uses his Super Saiyan form, this releases enough energy for Babidi to use to activate Buu. While in the spaceship, Vegeta gets attacked by Babidi mentally, but he is so strong now that he can barely feel it. It's so easy for him to resist the control, and it confuses him since it was such a random sensation. He just doesn't say anything about it since the force is so weak. Once he returns, the Z Fighters and Buu are transported to another area like usual, and Shin is horrified to see the pink steam emit from that hard brown ball. Vegeta doesn't take the chance and launches an energy wave right towards the ball, destroying it. Quick thinking, Vegeta, Goku says in praise. You really got him, I'm so happy to have you guys. However, once they turn back to the ball, a pink cloud of gas condenses and forms the Majin Buu being. So this is Buu. What sort of being is this? Vegeta asks Shin. Don't be fooled by his appearance, he took on several kinds at one time and is evil incarnate. Please destroy it as soon as possible, Shin insists, stepping back once he sees Buu. Fine, Vegeta says, zooming right up to Buu. He throws a full power punch to try and just eliminate it in one go, but Buu just opens his stomach to let his fist fly right through him. However, before he's able to pull out his fist, the pink mass latches onto his arm and stops him escaping. No way, Shin says, sweating in fear. What's going on? I don't understand, Goku says, once he sees this happen. However, Vegeta gets consumed by the pink mass and a new super being is formed, Vegetaheim, Buu Vegeta absorbed. This feels amazing, who would have thought you guys had this much power, Buu says, in his new physique. He looks much taller and sleeker, and the power that he's emitting is incredibly scary. He absorbed him, this will be a problem, Goku says, looking at the new form of Buu. In this state, Buu is even stronger than Vegeta was in Super Saiyan 3, and so the only person that could possibly take him down is Goku. So you're the second strongest person I'll ever fight after my time in the chamber, Goku says, as he ascends to face Buu. Yes, I can see every day you two spent in that chamber from the prince's memories. Now I'll use the power that you guys attained to crush you all, Buu shouts maniacally, clenching his right fist. There's no need for me to try and mess around here. This could be life or death. Let's up this to full power, Goku says, lifting all his suppressions. He enters Super Saiyan 3, then zooms forward right towards Buu. Just before he throws a punch, he teleports with his instant transmission and appears behind him. He then takes this chance to charge up a full power Kamehameha wave. I've only seen this blast once, we have to run, Gohan shouts, feeling the rumbling in the ground. The blast is launched, but Buu doesn't even move at all. He is revealed with only minor bruises that just fade. I didn't think he'd be able to handle my strongest attack. Even Vegeta can't just stand through it. He's even stronger than Vegeta, Goku thinks, in shock. Now it's my turn, Buu says, before zooming towards him. A single punch launches him through a whole mountain. Buu then shoots his whole body down like an arrow, and the punch he delivers at the end of this is scary strong. It creates a shockwave so large that rocks go flying away from the point of impact. Before he can snap his mind back into the fight, he is forced to take a full power strike to his chest. He wheezes and grasps his chest after this, now covered in his own blood from just this quick combination alone. He knows that he won't be able to beat him at this level and thus decides to up his power even more. I'm not even sure if my body can handle this. Well, if I don't try this, he'll kill everyone, Goku says, reverting back to his Super Saiyan Grade 4 form. What is this Saiyan up to, Buu wonders as he watches while in flight. Soon a Kaioken aura envelops his body and he immediately feels the strain. Even with just basic Kaioken and Super Saiyan, it feels pretty tough. However, he knows that he can go much further. Kaioken times 15, he screams, erupting in a red destructive aura. With a multiplier of 750 times with this form, he is almost twice as strong as he was before in Super Saiyan 3. What is this, that form, Buu thinks, looking back to Vegeta's memories. He never did something of this level. Goku then blasts off and the first punch collides, which actually forces him back several meters. Goku continues with several punches and kicks that Buu has to use significant effort to contain. This isn't enough, Goku thinks as he attacks. He is dealing significantly more damage than before, but the thing that hasn't changed is that Buu isn't amassing any injuries. Kaioken times 20, Goku shouts, immediately feeling the heavy strain on his body. He feels pain even down to his bones, but he knows that he must use this sort of power to face the guy that he's up against. Goku lands the first punch and actually injures Buu, and once he sees this, he pounces. He kicks Buu into the air, then flies right up toward him. Since he's obviously just flying toward him, Buu takes this time to block the next attack, but at the last second, Goku uses instant transmission to appear behind Buu. Now behind him, he slams him down into the ground, forming a shockwave in the process. As he lands, a massive crater is created once he crashes into the ground, and Goku uses this time to charge his ki to the absolute maximum. The amount of ki pouring out of him now is immense, and all of the Z Fighters can sense it. I never knew he was this strong, Shin says, watching from afar. He's using his strongest attack. I've never seen him this strong before, Gohan says, in astonishment. Goku then shoots himself down in his last-ditch effort to try and kill Buu. The collision is very powerful, and from the looks of things, Buu is defeated. However, Goku returns to his base form with a crushed body to see Buu standing ahead of him in a pant. He would have thought you'd be so strong. Anyway, you failed, Buu says, kicking Goku into the sky. Goku smartly suppresses his ki and uses instant transmission to teleport to where he feels Shin, Kibito and the Z Fighters watching the battle. Well, Shin and Kibito are gods, but he definitely centers Gohan. His weak body falls into Gohan's arms and he coughs out out blood once he lands. Kibito swiftly attends to his wounds and heals him, giving him a large Zenkai that almost doubles his strength. This power, I feel so much stronger now. I won't be able to defeat him, he's too strong now, Goku says, looking at Buu in the distance. I guess there's only one option then, Shin says. What? Goku asks in confusion. You'll have to fuse with your son Gohan here. It shall be permanent, but it's the only way to take out this being. I know it's a tough pill to swallow, but the world and galaxy is at stake here, Shin explains. Gohan hesitates for a second, then takes one of the Potara. Gohan isn't that strong compared to you, but even with him, you'll grow much stronger with the Potara, Shin says. Goku then takes his, and they are told how to actually fuse. They do, and a bright light is given off as their bodies combine into one. Everyone gets blasted away, then the new fusion rises to meet levels with Buu, although he is quite far away. However, he just teleports and appears in front of Buu in his new form. Who are you? You look like Goku, but you look like Gohan too. You're not Goku, Buu says, clearly confused. I am not Goku nor Gohan. I am a new being that has been created from their fusion. I am Gokhan, he says, facing him. Buu just takes this chance to punch him, and he actually does do damage. Gokhan is still way stronger than Goku, but his base isn't quite enough to take out Buu. At the end of the day, he is more than 1,000 times stronger than Goku's base. I see I won't be able to wipe the floor with you in this state. Let's take things up a notch, shall we? Gokhan shouts, powering up into his Super Saiyan form. The strength of Gokhan now is immense. Everyone can feel it, and they believe that he can win this fight now. Buu tries to kick him in his gut, but Gokhan uses Goku's instant transmission to appear behind him and to blast him at full power. Even this blast doesn't eliminate Buu, but he is still severely injured. His body reforms to normal, and Gokhan just watches him with crossed arms. Buu screams and powers up before flying at Goku in desperation. He can't handle the fact that Gokhan almost destroyed him, and so he throws a bunch of wild swings, but none of them connect. As he does this, Gokhan starts using Super Saiyan 2, then punches him in his chest, stopping him in his tracks. You've only absorbed Vegeta and he can be wished back. I hope you can come back as someone that I could spar in the future, Gokhan says, holding up his palm to his face. Buu, still struggling to catch his breath, watches Gokhan then power up into his special Super Saiyan 3 form. His terrifying glare makes Buu quiver in place. Masenko Kamehameha, Gokhan shouts, teleporting so that he appears below Buu. He knows that if he aims such a strong attack downwards, he'll destroy the whole planet, and so he aims it up to the sky. Buu gets engulfed in the blast and he is destroyed down to the cellular level. With the threat of Buu gone, they wish for Vegeta back using the Dragon Balls. He didn't kill anyone since he didn't become Margin, and Buu doesn't get to kill anyone, and so the threat of Buu has been totally removed. So that will conclude the second part to What If Goku and Vegeta were trapped in the time chamber. Please tell me something you liked about this What If, or something that I should improve on for the next part. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.